Hi everyone, today we are going to model how to take notes on your note catcher for access to water on page 22. So I'm sharing my screen with you. You are going to see a resource that says access resources with all of these links. Your job is going to be to explore these links, read the articles, watch the videos to find out what are some ways to solve the problem of access to water, that people do not have access to fresh water equally around the world? So if I'm going to look at some of these, I think I might click on the UNICEF water map. When you click on that, then you click on the link. What's kind of neat about this resource is it's a map put out by UNICEF, an organization that helps people around the world in crisis. You'll see these little symbols and locators. You can click on these and then it will come up with an example of what's happening in that part of that country. So I'm going to read this one to you. A hand pump built with UNICEF support. That's what that is, a picture of. More than 4.2 million Sudanese children have been affected by conflict, natural disaster, and poverty, making this one of the worst crises for children today. So we know they don't have equal access to clean water. So what UNICEF has done is they have given them access to it by providing a well with a pump that they can use instead of having to walk miles and miles for it. So now you can unclick that and click on another one. And this has a little video with it, and it will give you another example of what's happening with UNICEF support in that part of the country. It says kids take to the streets to promote hygiene. So we're going to watch this.
You're watching UNICEF television.
This is Sharda and his group of friends beating their drums, making a noise, chanting their slogans. As they go down the narrow lanes, meeting families, they make a cacophony of noise, ensuring that their voices are heard. They have a message and a purpose: to make their village free from open defecation.
When we go out to defecate, there are flies around. These flies sit on our excreta. When we come back home and eat food, the same flies sit on our food. This can cause us illnesses.
Okay, so I'm going to stop it there. So we've heard that when they go outside, they have to use the restroom outside. They don't have toilets, and that causes a problem. So UNICEF is helping to promote hygiene, cleanliness, and that is something that these students are campaigning for. They're trying to educate others. So you can go around this map and see all kinds of different examples of how UNICEF is helping this problem with access to fresh water. So after you have done that, maybe watch some videos, read some texts that are on your access resource page, you're going to come to your note catcher, which is page 22 today, and you are going to fill out the action section of your note catcher by the information that you have learned about. So one thing I noticed was that they put in wells, right? That's something we could do to help other people without access to water. Put in wells with pumps so that they can have fresh, clean water. But that's something that would be very difficult for you and I here in Conifer. So one thing that would help is if we donate money to these organizations that do things like this. Donate money to organizations. There's a lot of them out there. UNICEF is one of them. Donate money to organizations such as UNICEF. And then I noticed those students were teaching others. So teach others about these problems. Teach others about the problems and how to stop them. Some people just don't know. Okay. So that's an example of what we want you to do today. If you run out of room, this is such a small box, please go on the back of your note catcher or on the bottom half if you can find room, because this is what you're going to need to write your opinion piece and then to eventually do your PSA. Okay, so when you're done with taking notes on that part of your research, go back to your note catcher. You'll see here, when you're done with your note catcher, go back to your resources, click on another one. Like we said, some of them are videos, some of them are Newsela articles. Watch them, learn, and then you're going to keep adding to your note catcher. I can't wait to hear about the actions you come up with to help with the issue of access to water.